Flip man, flip man. It's the flip man. Flip man, flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's offers of free Jessica, I know you don't want to be on camera, right? Huh? You there?
I'm here.
Okay. All right. So got my co-host here to help make this go smoother. And so guys pile in, start to ask your questions, post your properties that you have that you want evaluated, want to know what you should be offering. So that's what we're here to attempt to do. Hopefully you were on last night's Flipper 309. If you were not, go to YouTube and do a search for Flipman 309 and enjoy the content. I think we added some value last night. So yeah, so we're here to evaluate these properties for you and answer questions too. But the priority is on evaluating deals. So just keep that in mind. So we'll be using several tools here. Some free, some not so free. That's a way of saying it. And what else? I'm just trying to log everything on here while I'm stumbling around. Guess I should have had it. We were late. I was waiting on my graphics guy to create the little thumbnail. But hopefully this has been helpful to people. You know, I will only continue to do it if some show up. You know, so could be doing some other stuff for sure. But I seen a theme that it is a problem that people are having still at evaluating property. So trying to do my best to overcome that, you know, because that's, in my opinion, the number one reason why most wholesalers fail. So I don't know if this time slot is the best because people do work contrary to popular belief. There are a lot of people out here that work during these hours that are not able to participate in this, but there is a replay. So just only the replay, obviously, you just only just watch and learn versus participating and learning. So
I don't have anything right now on Instagram or on Guy Alfred said I sent you a couple of dresses a week ago. Were you able to get them?
If they went to my email, if you send them to the proper place, I've replied by now to it. So were these addresses for me to evaluate, or these are opportunities, or deals, or what?
Where should they send things they want you to evaluate?
They can send it to. Oh no, they need to join the Facebook group. It's just for evaluation. They need to join the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. Just text the word group to 205-964-5243, and you can post it in there, and I'll try to evaluate those for you. So normally what it may be in the form of a video or just a text response on what I think on it. So. But yeah, so you just want to join the group wholesaling real estate with the Flip Man, or you can just text the word group. It should send you a link. But also, if you do that, that gets you on the list where we send the alert when we go live for these daily these Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays what do you call them? Deal reviews. So, um, but again, so he's the one to pose a question right now. So I guess what I can do in the meantime, it was a commercial property that I found, and emailed them to you. Yeah, I'll reply by now. Good afternoon, Lisa, or morning, depending on where you're now. When you say commercial properties, what type of commercial properties were they? Again, if you emailed me, I replied back, by now. So, especially if it was, you say a couple of addresses a week ago. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, I've seen your deal, so I'll be catching up on emails after I finish this. So later on today, I'll reply back on that also. But with Guy, what type of commercial properties were they? And again, if you send it to the right email address, I've already replied. So that email address right here is the right one, or for that. So Michelle said, "Thanks. You're welcome." And so let me take that down. All right, so I guess I could the tools that we're going to be using today. Assuming you all want to get down like that. If you don't, we can end early. It's no big deal. So we'll be using Zomps. That's the tool that was created, had developed to leverage all the free data that Zillow has on residential real estate mainly. It's not user friendly for real estate investors / wholesalers. So Zomps is there to enhance all of that information. And then the other tool we'll be using is obviously Zillow. That's free also. We'll be using PropStream here also, more than likely at some point. We'll be using Dealulator, maybe the calculator, or that's where you can get the contracts for houses and land. And then going to be using investor base by way of, by way of cashbuyers.ai. So still done, Jesse?
Michelle sent one in, or I think she just put the address she needed help with on here.
Oh, she
It's
want me to run through again?
1904. Mm-hmm. It's 1904 Houston Street, Sweetland, Maryland.
All right. Need more info on it, Michelle. How did you find the lead? How much do they want for it? And your opinion, what's the condition of it? So it's listed. So number one, and it's been listed for 28 days, it appears, according to this. It's only getting 27 views, 3.3% saves. So is this the price that you're looking at, Michelle? If she can answer that. Now, as I mentioned before, I don't know if you've heard me say this. Whenever you target properties that are already listed for sale, ideally, you want to already have buyers that are okay with those types of deals. Ideally, before
I
you
think
even.
she said she found it on Facebook, and she said it's a deal they had fell through at 270.
Okay. So I guess my question would be, why did it fall through? I'll go ahead and look. I'm sure it's where is this at? See where it's in relation to the DMV. Okay, so definitely DMV. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's do a search, see what type of activity we have going on in here. So boom. All right. Got a lot of flips in here versus landlord. So all right, we got one right here. They paid $293 for. How big is ours? It's 1508. Let me double check that. Right here saying 2014 for square footage. So okay. Interesting. Is that, yeah, 1508. All right, so this one here is 1,200 square feet. 1,200 square feet. This one here is only 1,000 square feet. It's over 357. Okay, let me add these. Okay, so add this one. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the square footage on them and then sort of come up with an idea on what they're paying for as far as an investment percentage of ARV. All right. This one here, they pay 69%, which is closest to ours. And maybe another one down here, they pay 57%. And boom. All right, we'll even lose it. This one, they pay 64. Nice. All right, boom. What they do up here, they pay 67. Looks like about 65% is the number. All right, so which one was her? Hers was Houston Street down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She said she's offering 225K max, 238, and the realtor reached back out to her.
Okay. All right, so pretty big house. All right, so we're gonna be at we're gonna say 65% based on these, right? Let me hit apply. What condition is this thing in? Where was it? Let's see. Yeah, it needs work for sure. So that them expenses, those repairs are gonna be up there. Let me see which one. Which one was the biggest one? Let me see. Let me close this again. So, all right. Let me do this. I'm gonna eliminate these smaller ones. That ain't realistic there. All right. Remove that. So that's a more realistic ARV, I think. Okay, so it's 2,000 square feet, and it's going to need a major rehab in here, right? So to make it look like the way these look, like this, you're gonna spend 100. All right. So when I hit the calculator, and they're at 65%. Okay, so if I do 65%, let's just say if we did 1,000, I just want to see something real quick. All right, because they put 100 back in that. No, it's gonna have to. That ain't gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, it's quite a bit off based on this here, because it's gonna cost about. Well, I'm sorry, about 80. I said 180. About 80 to fix it, and then the repair. Then what you're trying to make is 10% of that number, which would be 38,000 and some change. So I'll just say 35, round down instead of up. All right, it's quite a bit off as far as pricing on this one, just because of all the work that'll be needed in there. It looks like they're probably averaging about 65% of ARV is what they're paying on this, and I'm deeming the ARV to be around 382 on it, based on what we're looking at here. So your 220, you're still in my opinion, because even if we went with that at that 220, you said 225, then we add 80,000 to that. You had 305. They're not gonna. The rest of that'll be ate up in closing costs and paying a realtor. So this is a more realistic number down here, like 133. It's quite a bit off. And as far as you making money, now you want to make $5,000 on it, then obviously this number goes up quite a bit. You're around 160 or so, so. But yeah, again, don't target those, Michelle, unless you have buyers ready to go. That's okay with properties that are already listed. And you always want to go. You always want to go to Zillow and input the address to see if it's listed. Because if it was on Facebook, doesn't automatically mean it was listed on through an agent or whatever. But that's still being advertised very heavily. So, just my 2 cents on it. So there you go. All right. Who's next?
All right. Someone asked, can you do the ARV for an address?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's 26650 Power Road, Farmington Hills. Yeah. And this one came from Rachel Rose on Facebook.
Okay, so this property, it's already listed. That's your ARV. It's already listed. That's it. Matter of fact, it may be a little high. But it's already listed. The agent is listing it based on, they've already comped it. Again, they may be a little high, but that's going to be the number right there. It's getting the interest. 86 people per day are viewing it. Save rate is just okay. It's only been on the market 15 days, so that's your number. This is this property is ready to go, right? Could be some updating in there. That's some older stuff, but it's still in really good condition though. It's in retail shape, so there you go.
All right, this one came from Edward. He said, "Hey, Flip and Jessica, can you comp?" Okay, let me give you the address. It's 1201 Port Diane Drive.
Court Diane?
Port, Port.
Oh, Port.
Diane, Diane. Yeah.
St. Louis. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is Missouri. I think it's non-disclosure. I may be wrong on that.
He said he got the lead off of a bandit sign, and he told the seller that he would call back once he ran the numbers. He's thinking about offering between 110 to 120K.
All right. Okay, the tool that I'm using is Investor Base, sponsored by cashbuyers.ai. Text BOSS to 205-964-5243 to get the discount. All right, so boom. So what did he say he was thinking about offering?
Thinking about offering between 110 and 120K.
All right, so your property is 1,599 square feet. Let me verify that. It says 1989 there. All seem to be off. Okay. We got some good landlord activity in here. Nothing on that one. Got 360 right there. Didn't show it because even though they're showing prices here, Zillow is not going to show sold prices. So that's 290. That's 85. 590. Ooh, that's all over the board. 216. See what this flip was. 130. 405. 4 and a 10, but yeah, this is all over the board. 229, 207. Seems like that's where the most consistency is at, though. So 207, that's 360. Doesn't show anything there. That's 85. I don't go down that far. That's 216. That's 405. That's 270. Now, if you're going to offer that amount, I don't know the condition of it, but if you're going to offer that much, 130 or so, that's definitely going to be a number where you're going to make some money. But it looks like if you were around 200, you'll be okay also, based on what it appears that buyers are willing to pay in this area. So I would, you can go up to 200. Let me just say that. I'll be comfortable with saying that based on the information we have here. And you got a decent amount of activity in here also within a mile radius. So.
Okay. This one came from Flip the Promoter. You ready for it?
I am ready.
All right, it's 2641
2641
Salem Road, Southeast Conyers. Yeah.
Conyers, Georgia. So I'm assuming this is land. All right.
He said it's commercial residential and his offer is 150.
This is land.
That's all I hear all day.
Oh, that's outside your thing.
That's the street.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, didn't pull in anything that way with 1 mile. Let's do 3 miles in 2 years.
He said it's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. There's a property on it.
It's just showing his land now. Okay. Interesting. Don't have any prices here. Oh, got $1 million here. All right, so let's do it like this then. Okay, so we're right in this area right here. This right here. All right, so we're gonna do that. All right, hit apply. Go here and reset all filters. Deselect all. Land only. All right. It's 1 acre lot. That was 45 acres. 10 acres. 30 acres. It looks like I'm gonna go ahead and add this one. I guess I can add them all now. All right. So yours is just under 1 acre. So we're going to get rid of this 45 acres. That's not a great comparison. And that 1 acre looks like it had a house on it though. Yeah, that ain't a good comparison either. Now normally these smaller parcels, which they're not much smaller, well, one of them is that they're going to represent they normally cost more per acre. So based on this, it's probably an average of about 46,000 per acre. It's not quite a full acre, 0.88. So suggested value on this is like 41,000 or so, unless I'm missing something here. Let me look at it in land ID. Oh boy. All right. Let's see here. Let's look at this joker. Let me zoom in. Okay, so that is good road frontage. All right. Let's see. Looking from Google. All right, so let me do this too. Let me look at it in prop. Turn that meeting today. Yeah, it looks like a house there right there now. Well, let me back up. Look, yeah, and you said it was a house there. Wonder why it's just showing that it's land. Well, no. Yeah, that I'm assuming this is the property. It's safe for sale by owner. There's nothing there. I can see the former driveway, Jessica. Ain't that what that is?
Yeah, it's giving.
Oh no, there's a house back there. Look.
Oh, okay. See.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that changes stuff. Okay, so we need to look at it as a house. Problem is we don't know how big it is though. Let me see. Now back in 2020, they tried to sell it for 250, right? So it is 1,400 square feet. So we need to evaluate this like a house. Okay. Okay. So that changes everything. That changed everything. He said that though, didn't he? All right. So that changes everything. I wonder why it came up in Zillow just land.
He said it's 1,450 square feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing. Yeah. All right. So got one rental right there. Another one. No prices. There are no prices here. All right. What did that do? That sold for 330, but it's a huge house, 3,400 square feet. This one here is 2,700 square feet, so over 250. Same thing. Yeah, these some huge houses. That ain't happening none. All right. Now this is more of a relevant match. So around 200. Oh my God. They sold it for 1.8 million. What? Oh, it was some land that they bought and then they developed the land. That's why all them houses in there. Oh, nice. Nice, brother. What is this one? So none of these have prices on them. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to just add all of these, the ones that sold, and do I have it in here? But it's in here as land though. Damn it. Let me do this then. Let me do it this way. I need a house to compare it to. So let's do this house right here. Let's see. Hold your horses, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta have something to go by though, so I'm gonna use this one. I know what our square footage is, so we're good. I'll figure it out from there. So let me go ahead and just do it this way. I'm just gonna use Zillow. We know we got buyers in there, whatever, but let me just use Zillow to make this happen. All right, so switch this over to houses, and we'll look at the last 90 days. All right, so now we'll take this and we'll draw around here. Hit apply. Okay, we'll add that. I don't know why my automatic thing is not working anymore. I think they changed it. And these houses all over the place. All right, there you go. All right, so what we got in here? We got 6. How many of these duplicates? Okay, so ours was a 1977 build. I'm gonna throw out this 2003, this 2002, and this 2001. We got a 2004 in there too. All right, so those are closer in range now. Now this is averaging. This is gonna be more our comp right here. So, so we're probably around this number right here. This 380. Okay, so that house definitely gonna need what is it? 1450 square feet. Not livable. Apply. Trying to make 35. All right, so so you're gonna have to be and now we're taking the house in consideration more so than the land, right? In this situation, because I think it could be renovated. Now if you're gonna just buy the land, maybe 40 grand max. Well, I'm sorry, that's what it will sell for. You're gonna need to get it less than you need about anything 20 or less. But if the house is going to be renovated, then maybe around 175 or so. You put it back out there around 210. So, all right.
Okay. I'm gonna go back up. All right. Lisa Page, she said, please come these two is tracts of land for sale. Um, look at it in the chat. Is that correct?
All right. Let me see.
You might have to copy and paste that in.
If it's not an actual address, I won't be able to use it.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's not an actual address, I won't be able to use it. It's a different little process. You need a parcel number to do it that way.
Okay. Rachel Rose, she's the one who she was looking at the house that was listed and she wanted to know the ARV. She said the house on Power Road is not listed at the ARV sales price. It's a very old house and I may have a cash buyer, but I'm not sure what the ARV could be.
The one that we pulled up, that was 550 something?
I believe so, yeah.
What she found on Facebook, it's already for sale. That must be a different address or something.
Yeah.
It's already for sale. That house, it don't need no work.
We might need some different info.
Yeah, it's different info.
Let me see. This one says, "Hey, please don't go off on me, but I was trying to understand. Can you comp this?" And then, let me give you the
Wait a
extra.
minute. Wait a minute. I don't go off on people, do I?
Right,
I don't never want to be seen that way.
right.
So please reel me in. But go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
It is 13375 US Highway 190, Rogers, Texas. It's land. They said it has water and electric and much more. 2.17 acres. He said you wanted me. They said you wanted me to offer 30K, but they want to know why. Is it because there's no activity?
Yeah, if whatever I said before, that's the answer.
Ty, they asking you to look at it
No,
again.
I'm not gonna look at it again. Whatever I said before, that's the answer.
They just want some clarification. They said this is only land. It doesn't include
Yeah,
the buildings,
if
even
it
though
what?
it might show them. It said it doesn't include the buildings, even though it might show them with the land.
Huh?
I don't know, but I guess what they are interested in is only the land, not the buildings that might
Well,
be on.
normally people going to include those buildings as far as pricing.
They said they sent you an email.
And did I reply?
I don't know.
Yeah,
See, that's why they said don't go off on them. What you doing?
yeah. I've looked at this one before. I already answered this one. I can already tell. I can look at how the shape right here. I've already answered it. So whatever I said in the email, that's what the answer is.
Okay.
I ain't going off. I'm just saying, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, don't fall in love with the property. And I may be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. I may be wrong, but I put some time into it to look at it. So, but don't fall in love with it. Either the numbers work or they don't.
Gene Davis on Facebook asks, "Is there a list of all the tools that you're using?"
Oh, it's not, but I can gladly go through them. So Zomps is one of them. Zillow is another. PropStream is another. Dealulator, you can access PropStream through Dealulator through the 5-day trial right here. Investor Base is another, and you can access the discount on that through texting the word boss. It'll take you over here to cashbuyers.ai, and then I use Land ID also. I use that quite often too. So.
All right. That's all I got right now.
You can always go back and watch. Let me repeat it. So, but yeah, on that one, I evaluated that one. I know I did. I didn't see any buildings on it. But yeah, so that's it. That's all you got right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start sharing. Okay, so really appreciate everyone's participation. She said, okay, so she replied, what Rachel said right there.
She says, "I'm a realtor who may have a cash buyer for this house that has not been updated. It's for sale as is. Can you tell me what the ARV could be if it's fully updated, please?"
Which house?
I believe she's talking about the same one. The one
Oh no,
tower.
see, you could spend more money in that. You probably won't get that back in value. I'll look at it again though, and if you want, I'll look at it again. I just need the address.
Okay, it's 26650. Share your screen.
What is it again?
26650 Power Road, Farmington Hills. Mm-hmm.
Add it. Float, float, float on. Float on, float on. All right. Let's see what we got in here, man. Nothing but houses. I think it's right in here, right? Let me put the address back in there. All right. Boom. So yeah, it's right in here. Okay, so we'll just draw a boundary in this area here. That should be good. All right, and we'll do last 90 days. Yeah, just from looking at this, you got three. I'll add all of these here. I wonder why my thing is not working anymore. Damn, got another update. So we'll do that. Boom. We'll do that. Boom. Okay. Maybe I need to go back a little more in time. Let's do 6 months. I really only pull one more. Okay, we'll do that. All right, and yours was this power one right here. Okay, so yours is a 1964 build. All of these are in line. I'll eliminate that one. That's a 2008. Yeah, just from looking at this, it appears that it's and the reason it's probably hasn't sold. It's been on the market 15 days, which is not a long time. It's getting some views, but they have it priced at max, right? I think they have it a little overpriced. So spending more money and it's not going to make a difference. See, the thing is, if they rent it, it's just not going to make sense, right? Where you need to be and what they're asking is so. I don't know if you're trying to live in it or if you're talking about an investment. We're so far off from it where it needs to be, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Read her last message again.
It says, I'm a realtor who may have a cash buyer for this house that has not been updated. It's for sale as is. She would like to know what the ARV could be if it is fully updated.
Um, if I eliminate, if I just went with what it's trying to sell for compared to what the other properties have sold for, it's at full price now. So putting more money into it is not going to add any value to you. You won't be able to get that back out of it, is what I'm trying to say. So a cash buyer, is a cash buyer in the sense that they just want to live in it, or if it's an investor. Because if it's an investor, I'm not sure what their investment strategy is, but normally most investors don't pay full price for houses or whatever, unless it's just a market where the appreciation is happens fast or whatever on it. So um, I'm not even sure how to answer this without knowing what the cash buyer's purpose is. Because some people that want to live in it, they have cash for whatever reason. Then yeah, boom, pay for it, boom. But for an investor, we're talking about for it to make sense to them. Even if I went with that 565 amount and not the 483 that we're showing, and we'll say no repairs in here, just put $100. Then forget about the wholesaler part of it. They will probably want to be 395, right? So, just so far off. That's 170 grand or whatever. So, and again, if somebody wants to live in it, then boom, you got 565, pay for it. It's full price. People do it all the time if they want to live in it. So,
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm answering her question. She might have to ask her more, some more questions. But that makes sense to you, Jessica?
Yeah, I think she just wants you to actually say what like dollar amount would
Oh,
she want it
$3.95.
to be. Yeah, like she
Oh,
wants.
oh,
I think
oh,
the
what?
explanation cool. She wants an actual dollar amount.
565. The price that they're asking, I think, is a little bit over ARV. So, but when I say that, maybe 550, 500, somewhere in there. But putting more money into it is not going to increase the value enough to get that same money back. Is my point. You put 100 in it, you're not going to be able to sell it for 665. It's not even selling it, and this minor stuff that needs to be done in this house. You won't be able to get that value back. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's better deals out there if they got that kind of bread. All right. No one else here?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So we've been rolling for about 40 plus minutes. So again, I appreciate everyone that's joined us. Join the Facebook group at text the word group to 205-964-5243, and that'll send you a link back to the Facebook group, or you just go to Facebook and do a search for wholesaling real estate with the Flip Man, and you can post your properties there, and we'll try to evaluate them for you there also, and your deals and your questions, or whatever you're trying to network with individuals. You can do an array of things. And if you want to use the tool to determine who's buying, where they're buying, how much they're paying, and their contact information, text the word BOSS to 205-964-5243. Really appreciate Jessica joining us here to make this go smoothly. And we'll see you guys, I guess, possibly on Monday.
Bye.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.